Welcome students. Today we will start our journey on the topic arithmetic progressions.
Children, here
Children,
we'll discuss
here we
the
will discuss the
conceptual knowledge
conceptual
of
knowledge of an AP. So first let us understand what an AP is. Here you can see two tables. In the first table it is written that common difference is positive. Now what means does this statement mean? Now below that you can see a sequence. The sequence is 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. Below it you can see it is written that the difference is plus 3. Now how did we arrive at it? You can see that the second term is 6 and the first term is 3. Subtract 3 from 6. It means we are subtracting the previous term from the next term in the pair of terms. Once again, you are subtracting the previous term from the next term. So you are subtracting 6 minus 3 and we are getting plus 3. Similarly, take the another pair in the sequence, that is 6 and 9. Subtract the previous term from the subsequent term. That is, we are going to subtract 6 from 9 and we will get plus 3. And the same difference is repeating every time. Hence, the common difference is same. Therefore, it is an AP as well as it the common difference is positive. Now, on the contrary, move to the next sequence in the table. There you can see there is 12, 9, 6, 3 is the sequence. Now, why the common difference is negative? Here, as the concept goes, subtract the previous term from the subsequent term when you take a pair of terms. Here let us take the first pair of terms 12 and 9. Subtract 12 from 9. Mind well, subtract 12 from 9. It means we are subtracting the previous term from the second term. That is why we are getting 9. 9 minus 12 is equal to minus 3. Similarly, take the subsequent other pair of terms in the sequence, that is 9 and 6. Subtract the previous term 9 from the subsequent term 6. You get 6 minus 9, that is minus 3. And similarly, again you subtract uh, 6 from 3. That is, we get 3 minus 6 and we will get minus 3. Now, can you understand the concept? The concept is not that you are subtracting the greater number or we are subtracting the smaller number from the greater number. It is not the concept. The concept is we are subtracting the previous term from the subsequent term. This is the main thing that you remember. Don't be in the misconception that we are subtracting smaller number from the greater number. It doesn't work that way. So be careful about it. And the differences is quite visible from the first sequence and the second sequence. In the first sequence, the CD is positive, and in the second sequence, the CD is negative. Now, let us understand how the concept of arithmetic progression works. Let us take an example. Here is a sequence 7, 15, 23, 31. Now, let us find the common difference in this sequence. In order to find the common difference, we have to subtract the previous term from the consequent term in a pair of terms. Let us take the first pair. It is 7 and 15. Subtract the previous term 7 from the consequent term 15. You get the common difference 8. Move to the next pair. The next pair is 15 and 23. Subtract the previous term from the consequent term, that is 23 minus 15. Again you get the common difference 8. Move to the third pair. The third pair is 23 and 31. Find the common difference by subtracting the previous term from the consequent term. You get 31 minus 23 is 8. Here you can see that the common difference is same when we subtract the pair of terms. So here the common difference is 8. And what is the symbol for writing common difference? It is D. So D is equal to 8. Now in order to find the next term in the sequence, you have to add this common difference 8 to the last term in the sequence provided in the at present in the sequence. The last term provided is 31. Add 8 to this term and you will get the consequent term. So on adding 31 to 8, we get 39, which is the fifth term in this sequence. Now let us learn how to write in general an arithmetic sequence. Now, as you can see on screen, the general way of writing an arithmetic sequence is A, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Now, why is it so? Here you can see that A is the first term. Then A plus D means when we add the common difference D to the first term, we get second term. Then further, on adding the common difference D to the second term, it means A plus D plus D, that is A plus 2D. We get the third term A plus 2D. Further, on adding D, common difference D to the third term, that is A plus 2D plus D is equal to A plus 3D. We are getting the fourth term. Now, what does this A imply? A is the first term, D is the common difference in this sequence. Now, let us take the sequence with let me explain this concept with an example. Here you can see an example where I have taken the sequence A 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, and so on. Here, what is A? A is the first term and its value is 1. What is D? D is the common difference. As we have already told you, we have to subtract the previous term from the consequent term. So on subtracting 1 from 4, we get CD equal to 3. Now just keep on adding this D in the consequent terms in order to obtain the next term. Now let us take the first term 1. On adding the CD 3 to the first term, we get the second term, that is 1 plus 3, and that is 4. Further, on adding this 3 to the next term, like we are adding 3 to 4, then we will get 7. This can be also written in the other way, such as 1 plus 2D. So 1 plus 2D is 1 into 2, 1 plus 2 into 3, that is 1 plus 6, that is 7. Again, in the next term, we are getting 1 plus 3D. So 1 plus 3 into 3 is equal to 1 plus 6, and that is 7. So this and so on. So further, you can also find other terms in the sequence in the same manner. Here, a day-to-day life problem is given in this example, and we are going to construct an AP. Here, a day-to-day life problem is given in this example, and we are going to construct an AP using the information given in the example. So let's see what the information is given in the example. The taxi fare after each kilometer, where the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. Now let us construct an AP using this information. As let us take Tn be the taxi fare for n kilometers. Means all the terms let us denote them by Tn. We will change the number in n. If it is the first number, then we'll write T1. If it is the second number in the sequence, right? Like if the position of the number is 2, then we'll write T2 and so on. So let us talk of the first term T1. Here it is already mentioned that the taxi fare for first kilometer is rupees 15. Hence, we will write T1 is equal to 15. After first kilometer, the taxi fare is rupees 8 for additional kilometers. It means the common difference is 8. So T2 will be equal to 15 plus 8, that is equal to 23. And keep on adding this common difference 8 to the numbers in the sequence to get the consequent terms. So in order to obtain T3, we will add 8 to 23. We will get 31. And similarly, in order to get T4, we will add 8 to 31 and we will get 39. Now let us take another example of day-to-day life situation. The amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes one-fourth of the air remaining in the cylinder at any time. So at a time, the vacuum pump is removing one-fourth of the air from the cylinder and you have to find the remaining air. Now let us take that the initial volume of air in the cylinder is X liters. So the first term A1 will be X. Now what is the condition? The condition is that we have to remove one-fourth of the air present in the cylinder. So in the first place it was X liters. Now on removing one-fourth it will be one-fourth X liters. But you have to remove it. It means you are going to subtract one-fourth X from X. So the first term will be X minus one-fourth X is equal to 3 upon 4th X. This will be the second term. That will be A2. Now, as we proceed further, and we have to again and again remember the condition. What is the condition? We have to remove one-fourth of the air remaining in the cylinder. Now, how much air is remaining in the cylinder? It is 3/4 X. Again, we will remove one-fourth of this 3/4 X because this is the amount of air present in the cylinder after removing one-fourth X. So, the remaining air is 3/4 X. Take one-fourth of this remaining air. So, you will get one-fourth into 3/4 X. That will be equal to 3 upon 16. Remove this 3 upon 16 from 3 upon 4x. And on taking LCM, you will get 9 upon 16, which I have already shown you in a call out. How to take the LCM. In the next step again, I am reminding you that we have to remove one-fourth of the remaining air present in the cylinder. What is the air which is present in the cylinder after removing one-fourth of 3/4 X? It was 9 upon 16. This is the remaining air present in the present situation. So in that present situation, it is 9 upon 16. Remove one-fourth of it. It means one-fourth of 9 upon 16. Remove this much air from the air remaining in the cylinder. How much air is remaining in the cylinder? 9 upon 16x is the remaining air in the present situation. So in that present situation, you are getting A4. A4 is equal to 9 upon 16x minus 1/4 of 9 upon 16x. On taking the LCM, you will get 74 upon 64x. Now write the sequence. The sequence is the first term is x, as you already know that we assume that the initial volume of air in the cylinder is x liters. The second term is A2, which we got 3 upon 4x. The third term we got 9 upon 16x. And the fourth term we got 27 upon 64x. As you can see that A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. What means that the common difference is not the same. If the common difference is not the same, then it is not an AP. I have come up with another day-to-day life situation. In the first place, we will find out whether it is an AP or not. How can we conclude whether the given situation is an AP or not? For that, we have to find the CD between the pair of consecutive terms. If the CD is equal every time, then only it is an AP. So let us first find the CD. And let us move to the situation in the question. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meters. So the on applying this condition given in the problem, we are going to find whether it is an AP or not. Now, cost of digging for first meter in the well is A1. This will be our first term, A1, and that is equal to rupees 150. As you always know, even when you are hiring a taxi, the charge for first kilometer is always higher than the subsequent charges. Similarly, here also the cost of digging for the first meter will be greater than the subsequent cost. So the first term A1 is 150. Now cost of digging 2 meters of well, that is A2 is equal to 150 plus 50. Here you can see it is an AP because the cost is rising rupees 50 for subsequent meters. It means every time the cost will be rising by 50 meters itself. So the common difference is 50. Second term will be 150 plus 50 is 200. And what about the third term? You have to add 50 in 200 in order to obtain the third term. And the third term A3 is equal to 200 plus 50, that is 250. And here goes the AP. Your AP is ready. The AP is 150, 200, 250 and so on. And as you can see that A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2. It means the difference between the pair of terms is equal, hence it is an AP.